Yes, welcome to Street Talk on your favorite gospel radio in Nigeria, Lagoonradio. And don't forget to be part of this great family. All you have to do is to download the Lagoonradio app on your Google Play Store or iOS, and also follow all our social media handles on Facebook. We are Lagoonradio Nigeria, for Twitter and Instagram at Lagoonradio NG. My name is Olumakaiye Ajadi, and welcome to Street Talk once again. So on today's Street Talk, we are talking about something very important. We are looking at a subject matter going on in Nigeria, and obviously there has been an unbalanced and unfair system of government in this regime, and it's a kind of collective distrust whereby a lot of people are coming up to say, okay, want to be on our own, they want to stay on our own, and therefore, for Yoruba, there has been agitation for Yoruba Nation, led by Sunday Igboho, whose house was recently, is it paraded or something? I don't know. Recently paraded, and also agitation for Biafra Nation, led by Nnamdi Kanu, who is currently who is currently arrested, Abby. Yes. So we've gone to the street as usual to ask people if disintegration is the solution to end bad governance in Nigeria. My colleagues are here. I'm not here alone. I have Chimeze in the building. Good evening, Chimeze. How you doing?
Oh, good evening, everyone. I'm okay. I'm just good. I'm all right.
Okay, not so. And I have Sandra in the building too. How are you doing, Sandra?
I'm fine. Good evening, my lovely country people.
And I have Shegun in the building.
Yeah, good evening. You're welcome to the show.
Okay, so what are we talking about today? Obviously, it is something very crucial to every one of us, and we've all been seeing what has been going on in Nigeria recently. So, is integration the solution to end bad governance in Nigeria? What do you have today? Though we have a lot of responses already, and you can also join us by calling 081-8952-4666. Yes, call in to join the conversation. We have a lot of responses here, but then before we go straight to what we have for you on the street, let me get to ask Chimeze, what do you think about this? Is integration, thank God you're an Igbo man, yes. What do you think about this? Do you think disintegration is the best solution in Nigeria right now?
Well, right now, it seems things are not working. The way it is, they are not working. Not it seems, things are not working. But for me personally, I don't believe that disintegration will solve the problem, because if we disintegrate, we will now experience more problems. Let's take South Sudan as example. They were calling for all these agitation, and when they were separated from Sudan, they at a point they were begging to go back to Sudan. For me, to disintegrate is not the solution. A restructured Nigeria will be better than, since in all sincerity, if our politicians can be sincere, a restructured Nigeria will be better than any other thing we are clamoring for. For me personally, that's what I think.
Restructuring Nigeria will be the best solution, right? Okay, that is from Chimeze, and from Shegun, what do you have to say about this? We have it balanced here in the studio. We have the Yoruba, we have the Igbo. So the Kano is of the Igbo.
Why did you say balance? Are you an Hausa person?
No. Okay, excuse me, I'm not saying that. So what do you have to say?
Maybe you marry Hausa now, so that
maybe she's dating. I don't know. After the show, I will talk about it.
Okay.
Yes, I think to disintegrate it's not the best thing for now.
Okay.
To me, because I could perceive there was a time I learned from a particular king in the southern part of the country. He said, "You, the civil servant, federal civil servant, how do you cope if Nigeria should disintegrate?" what other source of income would you have?
Would you have? Okay.
That's on the part of the civil service. It's a very big question because majority, especially not if I don't want to talk about Lagos because Lagos is a commercial and we have businessmen, big men that are some of them they don't even know the name of the president.
Okay.
Yes, and they're fine. But in some part of the country, majorly, the states, almost all the states we have in the country depend on the government, especially the federal government.
Okay.
So it will be like we are just going back to square one. We are starting afresh.
Don't you think there's a need for us to start afresh?
If we are starting afresh, you know, there will be a lot of things that will change. Let me tell you part of those things.
Okay.
It will be as if, okay, let's take Yoruba agitators, this Yoruba nation people. Let's take them for instance. Who are those that will be ruling?
Okay.
That's the question.
Okay.
You know Yoruba now. You know how we do our things. You know Igbo people, how they do their things. Are we that mature? I think the independence we gained in that 1960, I think we were not matured to have that. I don't think we are that matured to let go of this nation. To like just be on your own. It will be like starting from the scratch. Even when other people, other nations are up, they have grown. Like it will be like to me, it will not make sense.
Not make sense.
Chimeze mentioned restructuring. It will be a great one.
But this, guys have been shouting and clamoring restructuring. For how long are we going to continue to say this?
No, it's just we need to be sincere with ourselves. There was a post I saw yesterday. Somebody posted that the post says if a corporate society, a corporate organization knows that if you do what you should do the way you should do it,
yes,
they know it will not work.
Okay.
And they will try to like convince you to do it the way you should do it.
Do it, yeah.
See, we know what is happening in the country. We know those that this one nation Nigeria as the situation is now is favoring. Forget. We all know. And don't think majorly they are the ones holding the all the three arms of government. So they will tell you now to like, you want rotational presidency. Fine. Convince our people. Let them vote for you. And they know it will not work. And they will tell you this is the best thing. Of course, it's the best thing. But mind you, we all know the majority will carry the vote.
Okay, thank you.
Now, the question is this.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is this. If we restructure Nigeria, we to the glory of God, Nigeria is so rich. Every geographical zone, we all have what can like be a source of livelihood for us. Let everybody manages whatever it has, and we'll be fine. Not to talk of not just be going to Abuja to share money and there should be restructuring as far as the constitution is concerned. That's very important.
Well, they're trying to review the 1999 constitution, so probably that will be there. Restructuring will be there. So let's go.
No, don't mix it up.
Okay, let's go. We have comments from people. Let's get to hear from the street too.
This is Lagoon Radio.
Well, I think I will just be brief with my own response to if disintegration the solution to end bad governance in Nigeria. It is, and my answer is no, because Nigeria is Nigeria because it's the human beings that make up Nigerian. Let us look at the current state of things in Southeast Nigeria. The governors in the Southeast, are they Hausas, are they Fulanis, are they Yorubas? The worst of socioeconomic indices, the worst of socioeconomic indices are in the current Southeast today. So, and if tomorrow people like Igboho or Nnamdi Kanu now become the leader or the leaders of those nations that they're agitating to give birth to now, it's going to be pure dictatorship. What I would have expected then was that for them to have also put a structure in place and start educating people on the kind of governance people will expect, on the kind of economy they want to run, on the on the kind of the foreign policies. It won't just be that it is when you get a nation or a country, as it were, that you now start planning how it's going to be run. How it's going to be run should also be part and parcel of the agitation itself. In as much as I agree, going by international laws and UN charters, that people have absolute right to demand self-determination. If you're married and the marriage is not working as you would have anticipated or expected, you have every right to approach a court of competent jurisdiction and seek a divorce. And it's as simple as that. So it's not even about disintegrating this country. It's about those who become the players, the state actors, as it were, when those new countries are being bettered. If we have Oduduwa Republic today, is it going to be led by an uneducated Igbo? How the recent rate by the DSS is actually either true or not. And looking at some of the past reckless statements he has made, that I knew where they sell gun, you could get gun for people as soon as they're ready. Are we going to get a new nation from the barrel of guns, or why invading the current democratic process? In as much as I'm not a fan of this current regime, where ethnicity and religion are the key determinants of who gets who, but such as I would also agree with the current approach that is being employed. Look at in the East. Look at the so-called unknown gunmen, the ESN, which happen to be like the military outpost of IPOB. Keep people such things. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, I don't want it to be that, it should be that people are moving from Egypt to the promised land.
Hi everyone, my name is Chukwu Diokoli. I am Igbo and I'm a very proud Nigerian. Now the question, is disintegration the solution to end bad governance in Nigeria? I think yes, a categorical yes. And I have a few valid reasons to back up my claim. One of them is this. On paper, we claim to practice federal system of governance, right? But everybody knows that what Nigeria is practicing is not federal system of government. What we are practicing is unitary system of government. Now, there's always been this question like, why is it that there is so much power? Why is it that there's so much power in Abuja? I mean, every average Nigerian is frustrated with the structure in which Nigeria is being run. If you need a passport, Abuja must be aware. If you need a driver's license, Abuja must be aware. If you need voter's card, Abuja must be aware. I mean, what is the function of, if you want to construct a road in front of your house, Abuja must be aware. So with that type of working plan, I don't think any meaningful something is going to work out. Do you get? It opens the room for exploitation. It opens the room for frustration. You can't just get things done. There's this bureaucracy that you have to pass through before you get what you want. They will tell you, I need to send this to Abuja, and it's going to take 2 weeks. And it is not going to work. Nigeria is not going to work because we are trying to work with an old plan in a new system. First of all, the power in Abuja needs to be disintegrated. Now, we have 36 states in Nigeria, and most of those states in Nigeria, they all have local governments. But the governors of these states have pocketed the local government in their pocket. The local government has no true autonomy. I don't think there's any state in Nigeria that practice true autonomy when it comes to local government. And you and I know that local government is the closest government to the people. But when local government is underfunded, is not working, what will the poor masses do? If you go to most local governments in Nigeria, it will be like, I don't know, it is better than a pig pen. You'll be wondering, are people actually working here or what? So, I mean, everything still boils down to so much accumulation of power in Abuja. An average Nigerian stamp legislature whereby, I don't know whether they even realize that they have autonomous power to decide for themselves what will be done. Look at this Twitter ban now. I mean, a lot of young people are suffering because a lot of livelihoods are dependent on Twitter, but the government just came out and banned Twitter. So with us going back and forth, making 1 step forward and 3 steps backward, Nigeria is not going to work. It's not going to work this way. So disintegration will be the answer. I know one of the fears of the government is that, let's say a particular region decides to go now. Let's say Biafra was granted. Then you have Yoruba Nation now. Yoruba Nation is gaining momentum now. Then you have people from the Niger Delta. You have people from what's it called now? Central Nigeria, like people from Benue, Plateau, and others, Kogi. I think they're also clamoring. So, but if we should practice true federalism where the power is being disintegrated and just should work the way it's meant to work, then we can get what we want. And another important thing is that young people should be encouraged to vote. We shouldn't become what is called keypad warriors. I mean, when you come to Twitter, you begin to talk, and then when it comes to the day you are going to make that decision for someone that is going to govern you or rule you for the next 4 years, you back off. So,
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Yes, it's the street talk on your number one gospel radio in Nigeria. We've just listened to 2 people that we actually talk to on the streets. The first person said restructuring, as Chimezi said, he said restructuring is the best solution right now. It is not disintegration or something. And the second person says disintegration is a solution. Yes. So, Sandra, you haven't talked. What do you have to say regarding this? A quick one, please.
The truth thing, like if I can buy, okay, let me pick from the first person.
Okay.
I will actually look at it like, okay, it's not the best thing, but I still concur that because of what is I see that is happening, I think the best thing is to just restore it. Let everybody just go on their way.
Go on their way.
Because if the government are not listening to people, because if you leave me, I will say, okay, government, listen to people, know what the people are talking about. Then people should, as in Nigeria, people should sit on like, okay, let's actually pick somebody that can be able to represent us there.
Okay.
But would they give that power? No. So they should resort to everybody go.
And you know, the first person that said that disintegration is not the best solution, he made something, he made one valid point that, okay, is it Sunday Ugbo that will be our leader?
Okay, let me.
Sunday Ugbo is not educated.
Exactly. But the way I look at it,
He's not going to be like from pan to fire.
But what I'm looking at all those things, I didn't see Sunday Igboho that adjective for Yoruba nation means that he's coming to lead there. Do you understand?
But it's the only one we are seeing now that is coming up.
Probably he's just the one that want to speak out. We have people like West Shrinka.
He's not saying anything. The man is actually neutral.
He's not saying anything. Does not mean that he still don't have a good intention in this country.
Okay.
He know what he's doing because he's a public figure.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why he's just trying to lie low. You understand? Because there is not any amount he says. People will now look at it, okay, because you are public figure of youth looking after you. That's the reason why Sunday is being flogged in the front.
Okay, let's get to listen to another one that we have here.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Grace, and on the issue of if disintegration the solution to end of bad governance in Nigeria, I would say capital no. Because the problem is not whether it is a particular tribe that is giving the issues. Bad leaders are bad leaders. Bad people are bad people. It's not their tribe is not the major determinant of their character or attitude. And also the truth is, what of if tomorrow we have a disintegration? Is it not the same state governor that we're having in the south that are not saying anything about what is happening? The same set of lawmakers that are going to Abuja and assigning stuffs into bill without thinking about the pros and cons of the bill before they sign it into law, rather. So the issue really is not about the fact that we are all together. And I even think that disintegration will make us to have more problem because the enmity will now be high. The hatred will now be so high. And there might even be wars that we are trying to avoid. So the question is, what is now the solution? For me, I think my posture concerning all this Oduduwa Nation, Biafra, disintegration, all is that if that is the way God wants to give us peace and move us forward in Nigeria, then so be it. But if this unity and disintegration is not part of God's plan for Nigeria, it cannot stand no matter how much we are craving for it or we are striving for. The one that helped me to locate the bus stop, the closest bus stop to law school, even gave me a free ride. A man from Benue, a civil defense officer. So what am I saying is that the tribe or the nation, whether Biafra or Oduduwa, is not really our problem, because you want to tell me that we don't have corrupt leaders too in the south?
This is a great question. In fact, it has caused so many confusion all over the land, and even people are afraid or scared to talk on this part of question. But the truth must be told that division is not the solution to Nigeria's problem, and it cannot be, because the level of poverty, unemployment, insecurity, and corruption cut across all sections. And there seems to be a unity. In this sense, it means that our problem is not division, and so it can be solution. The solution is for us to end the regime of looters and people that only think about themselves. So even if we divide, it will just be like you
You
are
are
putting
listening to Lagoon Radio.
Wow, interesting. So, how are we going to end this? Let me just call it the way he said it. How are we going to end this bad regime, as he put it? How?
The
How?
best way, because of our time, the best way is for youth, not becoming. Someone said becoming keypad warriors.
Keypad warriors.
The INEC voters registration is on now. Let's go and vote. If during the election, if they give you money, chop the money, vote the right candidate.
What kind of
Yes, that,
yeah, chop
you
the
don't-
money and
eat the
vote
money,
for
vote
the right person.
candidate. Let's start from there. If we are talking about Biafra and Yoruba nation, if we have people look at the bill their senator are passing, if these are the people that we really voted for, we will do a recall and bring them back. Say this is not what we sent you there to do.
Will they answer you?
Yes, if you do a recall properly in the INEC way, the people gather, we voted, we say INEC want to recall our senator. When you recall 2-3 senators, all of them will wake up. Why we are having all these things is because not the people we voted for.
Chimeze, is it not the same country when we have
It's a
pros, anti somebody, and pro somebody?
That's what I'm saying. It's a process. It's a process. It's not easy, my brother.
Okay, we don't really have much time on the show, but I will go by what you were talking about, Wale Soyinka. I listened to one of his interview, and he said something that Kanu, Sunday Igboho, they are not our problem in Nigeria.
They're not.
And disintegration is actually not our problem in Nigeria. The best thing that this government, this regime can do for us is to come clean, and we should start afresh. We don't want to know whether we've been experiencing banditry, kidnapping and all. Let everything be what's in the past, bygone, and let us start afresh. Let them redeem themselves. And I hope this will be possible. And if not, a lot of people like Igboho, a lot of people like Kanu, they will come up.
Sure.
And what will happen in Nigeria? It will be like a third world war.
Exactly.
It's
So-
building up already.
I think the best thing is what happened to Ghana. I think that's the best thing to happen.
No, don't go there.
Sandra.
Don't go
Oh
there.
my God! You know what?
Don't go
Because
there.
I keep asking myself that
Sandra,
if this
kill us,
leader
so.
before I was born, they are still like this. These
Don't
still
go
old
there.
people are still there, and they are not making move. We're just speak after talking. Things will still going to happen.
It is well.
Even
it
when
is
you
well.
vote, your vote will still not count. But just do your
Our
best.
vote will count
As-
in 2020.
Yes, as Chimeze said, please get your voters card. I've registered to 2023. We must try our best, and God will surely help us in Nigeria. This is where we draw the curtain of today's Street Talk. Thank you for joining, and thank you for sending in your comment. We really appreciate. Join us same time, same station next week. My name is Olumakaiye Ajadi. Thank you, Chimeze. Thank you, Sandra and Shegun. Thank you, guys. Until we meet again next week, stay blessed.